Across the developing world, private capital is stepping in where states lag behind, pouring concrete into empty terrain and erecting entire municipalities from scratch. This scale comparison plots the Alpha Township Complex in South Asia. At 44,000 acres, it rivals major Western cities. Within those borders, developers built internal gas-fired power generation, deployed a private security force, and engineered a 12-dam water reservoir network. When you drive through the gates and see those dams and security patrols, the township appears totally self-sufficient. It looks like a fortified city-state capable of running entirely on its own. But a fortress model creates a blind spot. If we evaluate resilience strictly by looking at walls and concrete, we miss the hidden dependencies holding everything up. Modern entities of this size rarely collapse from an incoming storm or an external physical shock. They dissolve through rapid, unmanaged stress from the inside out. This model breaks a city into 6 layers. 2 visible layers, physical and geographic, sit squarely on 4 invisible foundation layers: digital, financial, institutional, and human. Auditing Alpha Township revealed a paradox. Despite massive physical investments, its invisible foundation operates at maximum resilience debt. Pumping billions into visible infrastructure yields zero security if the invisible systems governing it are compromised. The clearest example of this structural flaw sits in the township's water network. Those 12 massive reservoirs are a genuine engineering feat. They hold roughly 167 million gallons of water, giving residents the impression of total physical security. Here's the flow diagram of that system. Notice how those 12 reservoirs are entirely downstream from a single external node, a bulk supply agreement with the national utility. Risk analysts call this a pivot domino. The moment that external supply stops, the township has no independent treatment plant to process potable water. The massive dam system instantly degrades from a permanent utility into a finite buffer. The clock starts, and the township has exactly 72 hours of water left. Physical dependencies are only half the problem. The most fragile element lies in the human layer. The entire 44,000-acre complex, its contracts, its regulatory approvals, and its operational authority is legally tied to a single founding executive. This diagram maps the city's operational structure. Every branch of governance hangs from this single human node. There are 0 verified succession protocols and no pre-authorized deputy command structures in place to take over. You can pour millions of tons of concrete, but the resulting infrastructure becomes completely inert if the one person holding the legal authority is suddenly unavailable. Let's run the simulation. Because the founder has high exposure to national regulatory investigations, a court-ordered freeze on his assets is highly probable. The moment a judge signs the order, the financial layer asphyxiates. The banking system instantly halts the payment revenue stream and freezes operating reserves. Within 24 hours, the human layer fractures. Without access to payroll, the private security force and essential maintenance crews abandon their posts. By hour 48, the physical infrastructure buckles. Without technicians to run manual overrides, the automated control systems overload, leading to severe power load imbalances and dark pumping stations. At the 72-hour mark, that internal water buffer empties out completely. Operational continuity is dead. With 500,000 residents stranded, external government agencies step in and seize control of the township. In 3 days, an infrastructure project valued at billions of dollars is paralyzed, and it happens without a single explosive, storm, or physical disruption. We need to stop evaluating urban resilience by measuring the thickness of a wall or the depth of a reservoir. The discipline of anticipatory system design focuses on the foundation. It means engineering legal firewalls, securing a completely independent water treatment facility, and legally formalizing succession protocols while times are quiet. As private capital builds the megacities of tomorrow, the math is straightforward. Developers can invest in securing their invisible systems today, or they can wait for the cascade and pay the ultimate price.